I haven't eaten any food in 19 days and I'm still thriving. How am I doing this? What's up, soul brothers and sisters? Wherever you are, whatever time it is, I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening. So, like I said, technically I have not had any solid food in 19 days, but I have been having juice and lots of it. This is watermelon juice right here. One of my favorites in this 19 days, watermelon and mint actually. So yeah, I'm currently 19 days into my juice feast. Some people call it juice fast, but I'm not really fasting because I'm still drinking juices, which have calories. So I call it a juice feast. And yeah, I feel good. So yeah, I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to walk you through some things I've been experiencing and how I feel right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, like I said, today is day 19. I feel very good today. I feel vibrant. I feel energetic. I feel alive. I feel optimistic. Yeah, so some good emotions today, and that's always a good thing. Because in this juice feast, I have not felt consistent emotionally. It's been very up and down. So I remember the first week, about the first 7 days of this juice feast, I was feeling really positive and optimistic about it. I was confident in myself that I can go the distance and I can juice for a long time and I can be fine. I was making a lot of Instagram videos and recording myself, working out and just doing my normal workouts or even more advanced workouts than I normally do while on juices. And I was kind of just trying to prove to people because, for example, I am a raw food eater, raw vegan. I don't like to label myself, but if you want to throw me in a category, we'll just say raw vegan. So, and people already they say vegans can't build muscle, vegans don't get enough calories, and then they say raw vegans definitely can't, sustain themselves. And now I'm even past that. I'm just drinking juice, just fruit juice, and there are so many skeptics out there that say this is a terrible idea. It's going to destroy your health. Like you have no energy. So I was recording all these videos of me working out, playing basketball, riding my bike, many miles, just doing all the things that a normal just people can do. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to show people look at me, I'm drinking juice and I'm doing all this, it's possible. And then I kind of just lost the motivation to prove myself to anyone, and I started not posting so much, and I just kind of realized I don't need to prove anything. I know what I'm experiencing, and that's pretty much all that matters. So I just kind of started to focus more on my own experience. And so with my experience, there's been a lot of different ways to think about it, but I guess there's kind of been just two sides, which is the physical side and then the mental, emotional, and spiritual side, which I guess that could be 4 different sides, but I'll just say kind of physical and then the inside. So with the physical side, I've lost 10 pounds. Yeah, at the beginning of this, to be honest, I was already pretty whatever. I mean, I was fine with my weight. But some people would call me skinny. I was weighing 140 pounds, and I just weighed myself yesterday, and I weighed in at 130 pounds. So it means I've lost 10 pounds of weight or waste that was inside me. But it seems like that's mostly just been either fat loss or waste loss, like old undigested food that was stuck in my intestines or colon that I've gotten out, like I said, or fat, because my muscles have seemed to not not been struggling at all. They're pretty much the same size as they were, and maybe they seem even a little bit more lean because I have less fat. So I haven't seen any muscle loss, haven't seen any strength loss. I even have a video on my Instagram where I broke my pull-up record. Before this juice feast, the maximum amount of pull-up repetitions that I could do at one time was 13, and that was pretty difficult for me. And in this juice feast, I did 15 pull-ups. So I did more pull-ups than I can normally do while juicing, not taking in extra proteins, not taking protein powders. I haven't taken that stuff in years, so how do you explain that, So we don't necessarily lose muscle and strength while juicing if we continue to work out, continue to just sustain the strength that we have, because juice, it's not just nothing. Like, this is calories. This is a lot of calories. You have to, it could be, you could theoretically be eating more calories while juicing because it's really easy to drink juice. You can drink a lot of juice in a day. And for example, this is watermelon, right? So maybe the most watermelon you could eat at one time is this much, and then you'll get full. But you could put this much twice or 3 times that amount and just make one juice with it. And then you can just, I drink like 8 of these jars a day. This is 32 ounce. It's like 1,000 milliliters. And I drink about 8. It's a pretty big jar. It's not the small jar. I drink about 8 of these jars every day. Recently, it's been a lot of watermelon, but I've also drinking watermelon, pineapple, grape, orange, green juices, but I'll talk about that more later. Energy. So my energy has been, I feel like I've had pretty decent energy throughout this whole juice feast. Most days I've played basketball and it's been hot, like 90 degrees Fahrenheit here. And I've played like 2 hours of basketball every evening. In addition to also doing some small working out, riding my bicycle, because when I play, I go and ride to the park and then I ride home. And then also I ride my bike to the grocery store with a big, giant bag that I carry all the fruit in. So like I said, riding my bike, playing basketball. So I've been doing plenty of movement and I've had the energy. And my energy levels have been better than my friends, better than the people I see at the park. People play for 5 minutes and then they need to stop. They need to go hit the vape or go drink water, like more water. I need a break. But for me, I've been feeling like let's keep going. Like, I can just go. So my energy has been pretty stable on this juice feast. So that's been good. And then some physical detox symptoms. My tongue has been like super coated in white, which is just the tongue detoxing. Every morning I wake up with a white tongue, kind of a not so nice taste in my mouth. It's just the body detoxing through the tongue. So I wake up with a white tongue in the morning. I've had some acne. Today it's actually kind of started to go away. But for the past few days, I was starting to break out on my face, on my forehead, a little bit on my back, and even a few times on my arms. But I think that it's normal. It's part of the detox process. Body's just getting out toxins through the skin, and you just gotta let the body do its thing. It knows what it's doing. So but this is just really small detox. Really, most of the detox I felt is emotional detox. So now I want to move into talking about the emotional, spiritual, mental side of this juice feast. All right, so a little bit of background information about myself. I was in a 1-year relationship that ended earlier this year, and just the way that it ended was it was really difficult for me and the person that I was with. So this caused both of us a lot of emotional pain and emotional trauma. And this was just earlier this year, just a few months back. So for many months this year, just all this year, I've really been dealing with working through the pain of this breakup and letting go of the attachment that I had with this person, with this relationship. So it's not been easy. Even before this juice feast, I was going through some difficult things. I just came back to my hometown in Louisville, Kentucky, about just a few weeks ago. Before that, I was living in Vietnam, and then I spent a little bit of time in Thailand and Japan before I came back home. And, I came back home to my hometown now because I just had this feeling like I just keep jumping around from place to place in Asia, and I just need to sit down in a place for a few months, get grounded, and take some time to heal myself. So that's why I came home at this time. It's the summer, so it's warm. I just thought I would come home, catch up with friends and family, and then just take some time here. This is my childhood bedroom, my childhood home. This is where I grew up. And so coming back here, a lot of childhood and teenage and past memories and traumas have started to come up from me being back in this home. And this is something that I really did a very good job of suppressing all my life through food mostly, but also drugs, marijuana, alcohol, video games. I used to be a video game addict. Netflix addict, TV addict, social media. So in the past, I've always done a very good job of suppressing all my emotions with all the things I just mentioned, especially food. I just used to pig out on junk food. And so I've never addressed any of the things that have happened, any of the traumas or the pain that I felt from my past, from my teenage years, from when I was a kid. And there are some things, and now I definitely am aware of them. And on this juice feast, like I said, the first week I was feeling kind of optimistic, and then the second week I started to get kind of more introspective and just put the energy towards myself and not so much towards Instagram and stuff. And when I started to get introspective, I started to do more breath work, more meditation, just more reflection, more just sitting. And many times, I would just feel this need, I need to cry. And then I would cry. It's happened to me many times, maybe a couple times a week on average, but it's okay. Crying is good. Don't let anyone tell you it's bad. So I cry sometimes. I let it out, let out the mucus, let out the tears, and then I just kind of sit in silence and just try to, observe, why am I crying right now? And I have just seen, believe it or not, I've seen kind of these visions, flashbacks of a past toxic relationship when I was a teenager, or this kind of traumatic yelling and chaotic experience that I had when I was a child. I've seen these visions, these old memories that I haven't thought about in 10 or 15 years. And I just kind of became aware oh, this thing happens when I was a kid. This hurt me. This affected me. And I've never really thought about it. And now on this juice feast, I've just been given a chance to just look at my shadows and kind of observe them And this just helps me to, this just helps me to kind of to see what was going on and to see why this has affected me, and to be able to work through this. So this juice feast has really been, I mean, you could say a miracle in that sense, that it's been providing me with these kind of like universal downloads and these repressed memories that have come up. I didn't expect this to happen, and it's been really interesting. So besides that, I've also just been kind of gaining like some more clarity, more realizations, and kind of stepping outside of myself and looking at like what is serving me and what is not serving me. And I've been able to identify things in my life right now that, whether that's people or habits that I have, and just kind of see like, this, I don't really like this. I don't, and just, okay, let's let that go. Not do that anymore. Not behave like that anymore. Not spend time with this person anymore. So this has been beneficial for me, and it allows me to just put my energy into what I really want. And so that's definitely a positive thing that's been happening to me. All right, something else I'll mention is that I've been, just heightened creativity, right? More creative, more ideas flowing. Especially like the last week, I've just been taking more time to just write down things, and it's just been just like ideas about things, like projects that maybe I would want to create, or business ideas, or collaboration ideas. And also, not only creativity, but things have just been kind of like coming into me. And I've heard Jillian Berry say this, I've heard other people say this, that when you are juice feasting, things, you can manifest more, and opportunities just come into your life. And this sounded too good to be true to me, but at the beginning of this juice feast, I was doing some affirmations, some manifestation. I still am doing a little bit, but I was doing it more in the beginning. And I wasn't really sure if it was working, but I tried to stay optimistic and just keep doing the right thing, keep being a good person, and just don't give up. And recently I've had even like I've had a new job opportunity come into my life, something related to raw food, which is exactly the kind of thing that I want to do. And just more ideas and more clarity about like what I want to do. So this has been very beneficial, and really kind of magical. So I don't know how to explain that, but that's very cool. So that's pretty much all I'll say about the how I've been feeling physically and mentally, emotional, spiritually. To put it in simple terms, I just feel just heightened, more aware, more sensitive to my own energy, to other people's energies, and just more clarity, more awareness. And it all makes sense, when you're just drinking juice and you're not putting in complex food, or even simple foods that your body doesn't have to digest this food. It doesn't have to take its energy and work on digesting food. You're just drinking juice, very little digestion time, and so your whole essence of your being can just put your energy into wherever you want to focus this energy. And I've been trying to focus on healing and creating opportunities for myself and expressing myself creatively and creating like business opportunities. And it all just seems like it's starting slowly but surely. It's kind of building up. So next I'm going to talk about cravings. So on the first day of this juice feast, I I wasn't even sure that I was going to start this juice feast. I was just juicing all day, and then I was just busy, 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 and then now it's 10 o'clock at night. And I'm thinking, well, I've been juicing all day. This could just be the first day of the juice feast. But I had this crazy craving for something that was in my fridge, something that my mom got, which is, it's called like a cowboy salsa or something. It's essentially just, it's vegan, like black beans, corn, like jalapenos, just like a salsa, like a Mexican salsa. And we also had tortilla chips. And I wasn't eating cooked food for a long time. I've been eating raw for a long time. But for some reason, while drinking these juices all day, and then I had this crazy craving to eat this chips and salsa. But yeah, I was just feeling this crazy craving, and it was really strong. And then I just kind of waited and just tried to like meditate and think about, like what's gonna happen if I eat these chips? Like I'm not gonna feel good, my digestion's gonna be bad. So I ended up not eating the chips. I went to sleep, and then the next day I woke up and I said, all right, I guess today is day 2 of a juice feast. And now I'm here on day 19. And I haven't made a plan this whole time. Some people make a plan, like I'm gonna go 21 days, 30 days, 100 days. And this can be a good idea if you wanna have this goal and you have this number in your head and you can just keep going, like, I'm going for this number. But for me, I just didn't wanna put any kind of limitation on myself. I just wanted to listen to my body, listen to my heart, go with the flow, and kind of, yeah, just, yeah. Honestly, I kind of went into this with the intention to remove old waste from myself, like this mucoid plaque that some people have shared about. I have gotten some questionable substances out, and you can message me privately if you want to see some pictures of some things that have came out of me. Some old, very smelly stuff, but I haven't really gotten a lot of mucoid plaque out. I think I may have gotten one parasite out, but I'm not sure if it was or not. So maybe it wasn't, but yeah, I've done one enema and I did one colonic yesterday, and I felt absolutely magical after I did that colonic. Highly recommend. So yeah, I went into this with the intention to remove all the stuff from my body. But I'm not sure if it's that simple, I'm not sure if we can really remove everything in one go. Maybe we have to do, a juice fast every year for 10 years, I've accumulated garbage in my body from McDonald's and all the other junk food that I ate for, 22 years of my life. So it's no surprise that it could take some serious time to detox, it could just be a lifetime of detoxing, and that's okay. It's just part of the journey. And so like I was saying, my expectations maybe were to get out a bunch of plaque, and if I've been a little bit disappointed that this mucoid plaque has not been coming out. Maybe it's too early, or maybe I just don't have as much as I thought, or maybe I'm, need to be drinking more green juices, doing more enemas. But I've just been listening to my body. My body has been wanting fruit juice. I've been drinking fruit juice, and I can't complain about all the other magical things that have happened in this juice feast. It's really given me what I needed, which was to just be observing my past traumas, observe myself, and yeah, just spend time caring for myself, nurturing for myself, and understanding myself at a deeper level. So this has been an absolutely transformative and very important experience for me. I recommend juice feasting to everyone for sure. It's great. It's life-changing. So yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go, but I'll keep you updated whenever I finish. Got some watermelon juice today. Yeah, thank you. If you listened to this whole thing, this has been long. longer than I anticipated this video would be, but I just wanted to talk about my experience on this 19-day juice feast. So yeah, thank you so much, soul brothers and sisters, for watching, for listening, for being here. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to like this if it helped you in any way, and subscribe if you want to keep seeing more of my journey. And that's all I got. Peace.